What's up, everybody? And hopefully everybody out there is having a great Saturday night right now. But this is actually my first time actually reviewing this show, AEW Collision. And what are we in week 4 of this show now at this point? Now, I did go to the premiere episode back at the United Center over 4 weeks ago now at this point, and I had a fun time. I think I've already addressed that probably a few times in the past, but given this is my first ever Collision review, yeah, I was at that show. But Collision tonight, AEW, in Regina, that's still funny, Saskatchewan. I think that's where Brock Lesnar lives at nowadays, Saskatchewan. I'm not sure about Regina, but yes, AEW Collision, Regina, the Owen Hart Cup tournament semifinals tonight. As before we even kicked off anything with any matches on the show, I know they did have some comments from the 4 people that were going to be in the semifinals tonight, from CM Punk, Ricky Starks, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Samoa Joe. CM Punk, it came out immediately, no entrance music, and he wasn't, basically dressed to compete, but, he was just, just slapping some fans' hands, shaking hands and stuff, high fives, and then he did a promo saying, it's Saturday night, it's Regina, we got a big match against Samoa Joe. He's not going to take too much time, but this is Stampede Country. And he said this is the biggest match of his career, facing Samoa Joe tonight. And he's not going to overlook Hobbs or Starks. But right now, he said he's got the scars and the blood and, injuries from Samoa Joe with the battles they've had in the past. He has never beaten Samoa Joe throughout all his time, basically since Ring of Honor. Punk has never beaten Joe. But, he wanted the fans to cheer for something bigger, and that is Owen Hart, because if it wasn't for Owen Hart, a lot of guys in the locker room, including himself, would not be here right now. And he basically walked over to the trophy, saying that, I'm a hockey guy, so he said he was touching a trophy, not because he deserves it, but he said he's going to earn it. As the fans didn't chat for CM Punk then, they say he couldn't promise a victory, but he said he's never beaten Samoa Joe. A lot of people say he's never going to beat Samoa Joe, but he's going to prove that he can beat him, because win, lose, or draw, he's going to leave it everything in that ring tonight. And, you guys are going to see what happens. Tell me when I'm telling lies. So, very good promo to kick off the show. Basically, Punk, saying it's the biggest match of his career, especially going against Samoa Joe, which they even had a video package of Samoa Joe and CM Punk. Most of the clips were from Ring of Honor, so this is like, almost 20-year feud in the history and whatnot, finally happening tonight. I think they've had like 3-4 matches in the past, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, CM Punk has never beaten Samoa Joe, so they really were building it on big tonight for the main event. But the first semifinal match of the tournament, Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks. Let me also add that Kevin Kelly and Nigel McGuinness were on commentary. I know it's usually 3 with JR, but JR is still, getting himself together right now, so he's probably going to be away for a minute until further notice. But yes, Hobbs, Starks. A very good match, other than probably like one botch with the whole Tornado DDT thing. It was pretty good. QT Marshall, the QTV thing, which I don't get why they even have Hobbs with these guys. I thought it was weird that did he really need their help to beat Dustin Rhodes? Like, I like Dustin. Dustin's no slouch, but it's like, wow, he really got I didn't think it was going to be that competitive with Dustin Rhodes last week. But obviously, Hobbs did hit the spine buster, but the referee, Donald Stevens there, was trying to get QT Marshall off the apron. Hobbs was pissed off at QT. Starks in a run into Hobbs, which QT fell off. Ricky speared him and won the match, advancing the tournament. Marshall tried to apologize to Hobbs, but Hobbs pushed him. Solo tried to do something, but he got put down with the spine buster. And then, Haley Cameron there basically blocked off Hobbs before Hobbs left. Isn't Johnny TV Morrison or Johnny 8 Names with him? Which I guess there'll probably be a match coming soon, but obviously the breakup is coming between Hobbs and QTV, and given that they just put Johnny TV in there now, that's where it's gonna go. Miro had a pre-tape video basically saying no one can hurt him. Basically talking about the false gods and his double-jointed wife. I think that's hilarious. I'm the one that people have been waiting for. So another Miro promo this week. Willow Nightingale versus Athena was supposed to happen tonight in the semifinals of the Owen Hart tournament semifinals and whatnot, but given that Willow had just got hurt in Japan apparently the other day, I did see that match with her and Julia. She's not the New Japan Strong Women's Champion anymore. I don't know when she got hurt during that match, but I actually did watch it. It was pretty good. Wasn't surprised that she lost the title, though. I think in JPW. Well, let's remember, that was a whole audible anyways when she went against Mercedes. She was never supposed to win that title. But Athena came in basically saying, you lost your title. And listen, I had to take 3 planes here, coach and stuff. And Willow says, when I win this tournament, maybe I'll take your title then. But Athena says, no. Let's see if you can make it to Rampage. Why would they move to Rampage? I don't know. But I guess the finals next week. They could have put on Dynamite, but I guess not. So we got to wait till Rampage next week. So, yeah, I didn't expect that match to get canceled tonight. What else? They had a video package for the Elite Blackpool Combat Club. Still really don't get Mox. I heard about Mox's comments on Blood. Don't get me started with the stuff he did in Japan a few days ago. That was bleeds every match. That's all I gotta say. Julia Hart, the Witch Doctor, there went against Bambi Hall. Basically, it was a showcase win for her. So Julia Hart won. Malachi Black had a video package where she's talking about Andrade's mask, which I'm wondering why they're even feuding over this mask. Like, this mask just kind of got into it, and you don't take your own mask off. I put my mask on to, hide who I really am and stuff. Andrade, which I don't know where Rush and the assistant, like, this guy needs a manager. But everyone's always said he's need a manager. He's trying, at least, still doing English promos, but he talked very slow, basically, that I'm a businessman, and I don't hide behind this mask. This mask about his family, culture, and for Latinos and stuff. So basically explaining why the mask is important. So that's basically what they're going with this entire feud. But once again, we're having Roosh and the assistant, like, why aren't they helping him against House of Black? Next was FTR versus Bullet Club Gold, Jay White and Juice Robinson, which I actually thought was for the tag team titles. This is probably arguably the best match out of the entire night. This match went almost 30 minutes. I didn't expect to go this long. Like, this was a very long match, and it was great. I enjoyed watching it, but I actually thought it was for the titles. I was actually surprised when Jay and Juice won that I actually thought they actually won the titles. That's what I thought what was happening, but Juice ended up getting the pin with a DDT, which Jay White ended up stopping Cash at the last second, so it ended up being a 3 count. But once again, I actually thought this was for the tag titles. I didn't know, and I know they said it this week. I know they said it like several times, so I don't know why, so this was just a non-title match. So I was just kind of surprised to, see that this was a non-title. I thought this was, because I actually thought they won the belts. I really did, but hell of a match, though, man, especially for going damn near 30 minutes, though. Hell of a match. I know they had, Sean Spears, which he's getting a title shot for some reason against Christian or Luchasaurus or whoever's the TNT champion for Battle of the Belt. So, yeah, it looks like we got Collision for 3 hours next week, or 2-hour Collision and Battle of the Belt. So, they got a lot going on for next week. Right after that, FTR was interviewed in the back until Bullet Club showed up. Basically, 2 out of 3 falls next week for the tag team titles. So, I'm surprised it wasn't tonight, but still, it's going to be next week now for the tag team titles in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Scorpio Sky making his in-ring return when against Action Andretti. Basically a solid match. I don't got really much to say about it. Scorpio won right after he turned around and ended up shaking Andretti's hand. I actually thought he was about to attack him or something, but we don't know what's really going on with Scorpio Sky, but it's nice to see him back, though, given that we haven't seen him in a while. As the main event was getting set up, the main event of CM Punk, Samoa Joe, Owen Hart Cup Tournament Final. Great match. Really good match. Definitely enjoyed it. Which I kind of figured CM Punk was going to win, given that they kept going to the point of he never beat Samoa Joe. He never beat Samoa Joe. And it was a fun match. The crowd was definitely into it, even chanting Owen Hart out there. I enjoyed this match. Punk did try to go for the GTS, but Joe went back for the rear naked choke. Punk ended up countering him to a roll-up and getting the 3 count in. So CM Punk did win the match right here, but I enjoyed this match with both of these guys. Very good match. Right after, though, Punk and, like I said, Punk and Joe were still in the ring then. Joe ended up, offering a handshake. Punk shook his hand, but Joe ended up pulling him back and choking him out then, trying to, passing out CM Punk. He basically kept saying, "I've always been better than you. I've always been better than you." He grabbed the chair. FTR came out for the save. Ricky Starks walked out there then, but he just kind of surveyed the territory before walking back to the back, as the finals next week will be CM Punk and Ricky Starks. So, very good stuff here and a very good post angle. Obviously, I think Punk and Joe will be revisited back into the future. Obviously, Joe still did look strong right here. He didn't, lose decisively. He lost by roll-up, and, Joe getting his heat back, beating up CM Punk then. So I do believe this will be revisited into the future. So we'll see what definitely happens from there. But like I said, overall though, really good match. Very good show overall with Collision. Collision is a very different show from Dynamite, okay? Just from the commentary team, how it's shot, how it's presented. Some people have already said this is a better wrestling show. Then again, it's a lot of people on this show that you don't never see on Dynamite, or they don't know how to push on Dynamite, so they had them on Collision. Obviously, we know more. I think we kind of mostly know the reason why Punk and the Elite can't be on the same show for Dynamite, but with people like Andrade being on here, or Amiro, or even Hobbs, or Scorpio Sky, or Bullet Club Gold, several people that don't really seem to be going nowhere on Dynamite now on Collision. It's different now that we actually see them do something important and stuff, or even House of Black to an extent too. So given who we see on Collision, it does make you wonder. And I enjoy the commentary team of Kevin Kelly and Nigel McGuinness. It feels very different than what we see on Wednesday, and somewhat less annoying too at the same time. It sucks JR is sick right now, or whatever's going on with him. Speedy recovery for him, hopefully for him. But I just overall enjoy the show. The only thing I really just think that plagues this show, that hurts them, is being on a Saturday night. That's the only thing, especially in the summertime right now when people are outside doing something, and we know what's going on with the ratings. But it's an overall really good show in general. Collision, like I said, some people think this is the better wrestling show right now. So I've enjoyed it for the past 4 weeks. And like I said, I was there live for the first episode, so I've enjoyed it so far. But other than that, that's all really I got to say about AEW Collision this week. Like I said, I finally got a chance to review this show in general, so definitely worth the review for tonight's episode. But other than that, though, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodieKnight890. I'll see y'all then. Peace out. Like the video, hit that notification bell. Peace out.